Welcome back to the Java lesson. In the previous video section, I have already talked about two different ways to creating duplicate object. The number one is by copying values, and the second one is using copy constructor. In this video section, I will talk about the rest of the two, cloning and shallow copy. Cloning is the easiest way to create a duplicate object with the help of clone method of object class. But the class have to implement java.lang.Cloneable interface, otherwise it will generate clone not supported exception. So let us see it by an example.
So let us create a Java file rectangle.java, and now create a class as rectangle with two data member as I have shown in previous example, and a constructor and initialize both the data member and is equal to x and b is equal to y. One show method to show the dimension I add a class main. To use this rectangle class, I am adding a main method, and let us create object of this class with two data value 10 and 20. So if I will call show method, it will display the dimension of the rectangle object. So let us compile the rectangle.java file and execute this class with the help of main, because the main method is inside the main class. So we can have the data members value, length and breadth as 10 and 20. So for the cloning method, I am showing you the methods of object class with the help of Java P. You can see here that there is a clone method which throws clone not supported exception and which returns object classes reference. So let us use this clone method to create a clone or duplicate object of this class. This clone method is protected, so actually you cannot use this, but let us try it. And then typecast the OB with rectangle type, and then try to show the dimension of this new object. We know that it will not work, but even then I am going to compile this class. So the clone method is protected and you cannot call this method directly. So let us add one method to return this object. And now try to get the duplicate object with the help of this get duplicate method, and then try to show. Will it work? Once again, the clone method throws a clone not supported exception, so you must catch it. So let us try to catch. So we can catch with we can use a try catch to handle this problem, but actually this will always show clone not supported exception. Let us try to do this. Now recompile. Once again, clone not supported exception must be caught because now the clone not supported comes here. So I have to put these two things in try and catch. And let us have a message for it. Let us recompile. I did not close the try block. Recompile. So compilation is successful because here I have handled using throws clone not supported exception, and in this case I have used try catch to catch the clone not supported exception. So compilation is successful. Is it possible to execute this program? Just run it. Length time breadth 20 is okay for this r1.show message. But what happened about the r2.show method? Actually I have to change this to system.out.println. Let us recompile and rerun. You can see a clone not supported exception. Why it's come? Because this rectangle class doesn't implement cloneable. So if we will try to use clone method, to get clone or duplicate object, it will always throw clone not supported exception. So how to resolve it? We have to implement the cloneable interface. So you can see here that there is no method declared inside the cloneable interface. That is, it is a markup interface. So now save the program and try to recompile and execute the program. Here we come with the duplicate object, R1 also showing 1020 and R2 also showing 1020. So it's clear that if we want to create a clone of an object, that class must implement cloneable, and since this interface has no any declared method, that means only you have to do is to implement this cloneable interface, and then you can call clone method to create a clone. So this get duplicate method helped me to return the duplicate object of this rectangle class. Now if we want to know that whether these two objects are independent or not, then we can do one more thing. Just create a reference here and now change anyone's members value, and then try once again to show the dimension. You will see and both the reference are independently having its own object. So let us recompile it. Here I have to change this one, and sorry, the local variable must be initialized. So here we see that R1 has changed the value of length, but R2 has even the previous value. That means R1 and R2 both are holding independent object. So in this way we can use a clone method to create duplicate object, and it helps us to avoid the internal processing logic of copying values of different instance variables from original object to duplicate object. So it helps us to avoid the inner processing logic. Just call this clone method and have a duplicate object. And the caution is that the class must implement the clonable interface.